Hey folks, it is CRAFTmas Day 14 and we are going to be making a couple of gift little boxes, okay? So let's just go ahead and get started. Let's do this little one first, and you're going to need a piece of paper that measures 6 by 9.5. So there's our 6 by 9.5. Okay, so 6 by 9.5. Okay. Then we are going to put it on the 6-inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4 on both sides. So 1 1/4 on both sides. Then on the 9.5 side, we're going to score at 1, 2 1/4, 5 1/4, and 6.5. Okay. So then you have something that looks. Let me put this somewhere. Something that looks like this. Okay. Now we're going to do some cutting. See if I can find my scissors. We're going to do some cutting. Okay, so up here where you have this 1 inch, that's where you're going to do your cutting, and you're going to cut these squares completely off on both sides. Okay, on both sides. Then you're going to make slices. 1, 2, 3. Okay, turn it around, do the same thing on this side. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I recommend taking a bit of this off and angle cutting it, because this is the piece that's going to fold in, and it'll just help with the bulk. Okay, so just take it, angle cut it a little bit, it'll help with the bulk. Okay, so now I'll straighten that up just a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to fold. Okay, so we're just going to fold on all our score lines. It's easy to miss a score line or two when you have so many. Then when you start folding your box up, you're like, why aren't you folding? Okay, so we're going to fold on all our score lines. Now, this is when I would put on my paper that I was going to use, okay? And for this, you're going to need paper that is 3 1/4. So 3 1/4, and you're going to need a 2 3/4 strip times 2. So 2 3/4 strip times 2. If you want to do it this way, you can do it however you want. And then you're going to need one that's 3 1/4 by 1, and that's the top. Okay. So put that aside, and then we'll start sticking this paper down. Like I said, you decorate it. I'm not going to put any closure on it because y'all can put whichever kind of closure you want on it. Okay, so then we have that. We have this piece for the back. then we have this piece for the top. And I'm throwing things, but if I didn't throw things, it wouldn't be me. Okay, so then we have this for the top. Okay, so then we're going to put our box together. This is going to go up like this into here. Okay, so we need to put glue right here. And glue over here on this tab as well. Okay, and then we're going to take it and we're going to flip that piece up. Try to get it as even as possible. Take this piece, flip it up. You have to move it around so that it does what you want it to do. Okay, then you're going to take that piece, put that piece in. Alright, you can take your whatever you're using and stick it in. Okay, then we need to put these pieces up. So we're going to take some glue. Whoops, go all over the place with the glue. Okay, and we're going to stick him up. And work him, work him, work him. And we're going to put glue over here on this side. Okay, and then stick him down too. Okay, if you don't get it right the first time, that's why we're using wet glue. Okay, and then stick him down. Okay, then these tabs will go in and this will go over. Okay, you can also tuck it all in, which is probably what I would do. I would probably tuck it in, wrap it with a ribbon. Okay, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do. You can leave it out. I like it better tucked in. I think it looks more like a present that way. So there is that one. The next one we're going to do is this box, okay? And this is going to take a 12 by 12 piece of paper. And the measurements for this one, I got Ribbons and Glue is the name. I did actually have that saved, so I used her base measurements. So usually I use measurements, then get inspired and then change them to what suits me. But with that one, I used her measurements for the box itself, and then I did measurements myself for the paper that goes on top. So anyway, for this one, it's 12 by 12 piece of paper, and you're going to score at 3 and 9. Okay, and you're going to rotate it, and we're going to score at 1, 3 and a half, 6 and a half, and 9. Okay, so then we're going to have that. So for this one, we are going to cut, this is going to be your top, so we're going to work here. For this one, you're going to cut these two on this side and these two on this side. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to cut this bigger square and so you're going to have two sections that are cut completely off. Okay, two sections cut completely off on both sides. Okay. Alright, so then you're going to have something that looks like this. Okay, then So when you're sitting like this, we're going to slice here, 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 and here. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over so I can do the slicing. So we're going to slice down here, okay, then we're going to do the same thing over here, just down that score line. Okay, so we have this so far. Then we're going to turn it to the bottom, and we're going to do the same thing right here. Okay, so then you have something that looks like this. We have these flaps, and then this is the top of our box. So now what we want to do is flip it over and start folding on our score lines and burnishing them down. Okay, move stuff out of the way. Okay, so just keep turning until all your score lines are folded and burnished down. Okay, now this is, once you get this done, this is where you're going to fold. This is going to go up like this. Okay, this is going to go in like, it's going to go, come on, it's going to go in like this. Okay, so when you fold that up, okay, you're going to fold that up. Now, this is where I've done something different. This is where I'm going to take and I'm going to cut a little bit off, not much, just a little bit off of these. Okay, just a little bit, okay, on each side, because what that does is you won't see this over your box. Okay, so when it goes up like this, you won't see it. You shouldn't see it over the box. Okay, so let's look and see if we did enough. So I think we did enough. Let's check this. We can put it together now, and I think it will be fine. So we need to glue on these flaps. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip it over. You're going to find your glue. Well, no, wait. Let's decorate it first, because it's easier to do that before we glue. So let's decorate it first. For this one, you're going to need 5 3/4. Maybe this will be enough. 5 3/4. Okay, 5 3/4. And then you're going to need 2 3/4 twice. So 2 3/4. 2 3/4, and then you're going to need one 5 3/4 by 2 1/4. Okay, that'll get your backs and your top. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back over here, and we're going to put tape on, and when you fold it up, when it folds up, okay, when it folds up, you're going to need paper here, here, and here. Okay, so you're gonna do paper, skip, paper. Okay, so there's this one. this one. Okay, and then this one is going to go right here. And then we'll put it together. Alright, so and then this one will go right here. Okay, now we can put glue. We're going to put glue on these four right here. Okay. And I'm going to do 2 at a time, I hope. We shall see how that goes, okay? Now I'm going to take it and turn it like this and do this and take this, fold it up as even as you can. Take this side, fold it up as even as you can. Hold it for just a minute. You have a little finagle room if you need it. Okay. Then I'm going to take and put glue on these two. I highly recommend art glitter glue. If you do not have any, I highly recommend this glue. It's quick and it is quick and easy to use. Okay, so we're gonna push this in, push this in. You may have to go over. You can trim your ends before you put this in on one of them if you would like to. I think I did that on the last one, but it's okay. It works either way. So then you just take whatever you're using, go in and just burnish down that glue, okay? And then you have a nice little box, okay? And I would stick this inside too. Okay, so there you go. I don't think that I scored on that score line. See, that's what happens if you don't score on your score lines. If you miss one, but we can make it work. Okay, so then you have the box. Okay, you can leave it on the outside. I always tuck it on the inside. So then you have that. You have this. It's not wanting to stay because the score line's not scored. Alright, now it works. Okay, so we have this box, and then we did that box, then we have this little box. So there's you a couple of box ideas for some gifts. So that is CRAFTmas Day 14. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you can make you some cute little gift boxes, and I hope you're enjoying crafting with me, and I shall see you tomorrow for CRAFTmas Day 15. Thanks guys, have a great day. Bye.